So, guys, I have fallen down the rabbit hole of growing up hip hop. I started watching the regular one. I would jump in and out of Atlanta, but I have just watched the entire season of Growing Up Hip Hop New York, which is the latest addition to the chain. First and foremost, these Simmons kids, let me tell you something. They's are smart, okay? They smart. Because they got LA. They have LA, which is the original Growing Up Hip Hop. Then they have Atlanta, and now they have New York. It's like Love and Hip Hop, which is why I keep confusing the two of them. But anywho. So I want to recap season 1 of Growing Up Hip Hop New York, as that's not the latest one, because right now they're back in LA. But, LA is currently happening. So I'm going to touch up on New York. So with New York, you have Old Dirty Bastard's son, YDB, whose name is Barson Unique Jones. Now, he's hilarious. Like, I literally was watching him. He is that guy. He's that friend that you're just like, yo, I just need to be around him because I just need that distraction. This man, 30 years old with six kids. Okay? Six. I think his father had 6 kids, or 7. 6. He has 6 kids. And he believes that his sole purpose in life is to just impregnate as many women as he can. He has 6 kids, 2 baby mamas, and he wants to put all of his baby mamas and children and raise them all in one house. And apparently, according to his sister, his first baby mama is crazy. I don't know her. I'm not saying she's crazy. I'm just saying that's what they said. She crazy. And he wants to put them all in one house and raise them all together. But it was just some of the things that he was saying during this season where I was just like, what? What does that even mean? Did he say that out loud? Did he hear that? But I thought it was dope that Wu-Tang, brought him on tour with them, and he sang all his father's parts in music. So I thought that was pretty dope. Then we have Charlie Baltimore's daughter, DJ Siani, who, no lie, I swear to God, Charlie Baltimore literally spit this child out, okay? Because she is a spitting image of her mother. Like, I think it would be dope. Does Vibe still do magazines? If Vibe did a magazine and put Charlie Baltimore and her daughter together, because those two are twins. Now, apparently, she has another daughter named India, who's a supermodel. And the issue with her is that, Siani feels like Charlie put so much effort into launching her sister's career, and she didn't put, she's not really putting any effort into her career. And Siani wants to be a DJ, and she kind of doesn't feel like her mom is helping her. And she falls into the hands of Medina Milana. Ciao. Now, I had to Google how old Medina was, because I started to realize, like, she was at all the parties with the kids. And I'm like, there are no other parents around. Why are you always hanging around kids? Please don't come fight me, Medina, but I'm just saying. Medina's 44, hanging out with a bunch of 20-year-olds. But if that's what works. She looked good. I'm not gonna lie though, she dressed like a classic Hispanic 40-year-old woman, okay? She was snatched. Couldn't nobody tell her nothing with her tight jeans or her jumpsuit with her 50-11 belts around her waist. Girl, yes, Medina, you better kill him, because that's what she said to Flavor Flav's daughter. She said, you wish you could look like me. I'll give you the name of my doctor. Yes, ma'am. Because they don't lie anymore, okay? People don't lie about how they look. They are very honest about getting work done. But yeah, so we have DJ Siani, who is trying to make a come up with, being on the tables. Like, she got a chance to not necessarily audition for Kid Capri, but, she did her little thing for Kid Capri, and he was like, whoa, wait, you need to work on that. So she got her little reality check, and she was practicing, so I thought that was dope. I think she's really nice. I did laugh because her voice is so deep. Like, if I was her boyfriend, I would probably be scared in the middle of the night if she turned, oh, baby, whoa, will, sir. Sir. But anywho, then we have Ja Rule's kids, Jeff and Brittany. His son, of course, is looking to be a rapper. He had one song that he kept playing. Is it Fuck Shit Up? That was, to me, that was the only verse I heard. Like, that's all he kept saying. I'm like, yeah, that's not getting on the radio at all. Like, it's just not going to happen. It's just every third word was fuck and shit. Like, what's happening? Are there more words? Did you just graduate high school? Didn't you have to take the SATs? It's a whole list of words you could have used to make a song. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. Brittany, Ja Rule's daughter, I believe she's working on a hair product line. She gives me like classic, like not hippie in a bad way, but that type of style vibe. Very free spirited. I like her. There was one outfit she wore, and I was like, that's nice. I wonder if she makes clothes too. Then you got Irv Gotti's kids, because if you got Ja Rule's kids, you definitely got to have Irv's kids, because, you know, they like this. And, of course, their kids are like this, too. You have Angie and JJ. JJ, well, Angie makes me laugh a little bit, because she reminds me of, like, the child who sees all the other siblings being spoiled. And because she sees them being spoiled, she resists even more. Like, I don't want your money. I don't want your help. I'm going to do this on my own because I want to prove to you that I did not need you to make it where I'm going. But she doesn't have a problem pointing out how spoiled her siblings are. For instance, JJ got arrested for having weed in his car, but it wasn't his weed. It was his friend's weed. He got arrested, and Irv was okay with not telling the mom. Who, of course, they are divorced. They're not together, so they are co-parenting. And the sister, of course, found out from Brittany, who's Ja Rule's kid. And that was a whole weeping moment, because it was kind of like, I had to find out from so-and-so and this and this and that. And, you know, it's funny because he calls her mother number 2, because she always tells mother number 1 everything. And she mothers him, which, as big sisters, it's not our fault. It's in our nature. Then we have Fat Joe's son, Ryan. I think his rap name is Roscoe something. Now, I think there's something wrong with Ryan. And I'm not trying to make fun of him, but I really do seriously think something is wrong with Ryan. Like, sometimes when he's speaking, I'm like, what? What? That ain't got nothing to do with what they said to you. There's one scene, like the little confessional part that they do, and he's talking about an argument that he had with Medina. No, he's talking about an argument that he was having with Medina, and talking about, you're not going to tell me what to do because I'm a grown-ass man. But you have a pink ponytail holder on the top of your head. Like, you legit remind me of that little girl from Finding Nemo. Like, you really remind me of that little girl from Monsters, Inc. Like, I'm gonna do a side by side because it was ridiculous. It was pretty ridiculous. But anyway, he's a little all over the place, and he wants to be a rapper. Fat Joe wants him to, have a backup plan, and he is just stuck on the fact that he is going to be a rapper. And Fat Joe, who owns a sneaker store in New York, wants him to learn the business so that he can run the shop in case rapping doesn't work out for him. It's funny because Fat Joe actually brings up a good point that rappers' kids have a harder time making it because they have to live up to the expectation of their parents. Like, they have to surpass their parents, and a lot of times they can't. So that's Ryan. Then we have Flavor Flav's kids. His daughter Designer, who manages his son Flea. Like, the name Flea, I don't understand. Like, there was one scene where he's explaining to Medina what his name stands for, and he goes H2 Flea, and she's like H2O, like water. He goes, yeah, because I'm like water. But you need the oxygen to make it water. And you're saying H2 Flea, not H2O. I don't know. But, you know, but anyway, Designer, Flavor Flav's daughter, who they focus more on than the other two sons, she a little messy. I feel like she takes that I'm gonna say whatever I want to say mentality to another level, and sometimes it's just like, that's not necessary. Like, just mind your business. Like, you didn't have to bring that up. You know, she almost got into it. Well, I don't think she was going to go that far with Ja Rule's daughter. Like, the first time she met Ja Rule's daughter, she brings up Fire Festival. And she's like, well, don't you mean to tell me you really don't think that he would have known, that he knew what was happening? I don't know you. I don't know you from a hole in the wall. Don't talk about my father. And that's exactly what Britney says to him. Like, she's like, I don't know you like that. And don't you think that if he had something to do with it, he'd have been in jail too? She gets into it with Kid Capri's daughter, Vina Love. I actually really like Vina. Vina is, first of all, she's gorgeous. She is very gorgeous. She reminds me of that cool, laid-back friend, but don't fuck with her. And she gets into it with Vina because of Medina, who child. Designer and Medina get into it because Medina starts trying to, like, talk to Flea about being managed and what does he know and what he doesn't know, and she's pretty much coming for Designer's managerial, I think that's the word, manager skills. And in doing so, you know, they kind of get into an argument, and Designer, who, you know, doesn't care if you're an adult or a child her age, she just went in. So, you know, after speaking with Vina, who she was closer to, she agreed to apologize. I guess they went for the apology, and it ended up, you know, about to be a fight. Don't even know how it happened. I blinked my eyes and I just saw security and they were tussling. Now, you have, of course, JoJo Simmons on the show, who is like the Shawnee of growing up hip hop. He's in there randomly putting on showcases, and he's the mediator / instigator at some points in the show. And, you know, the thing I laugh about JoJo is every time he's in the background of a scene, he got the same confused face. He's always like, and then he gets into the comments, he's like, I don't know what's happening over there, but, you know, they look like they was arguing. I'm mind my business. Okay, JoJo. Then you got Lil Mama. Now, I think Lil Mama is trying to change her image. I think she's trying to show a different side of her. I do remember her being on the Atlanta growing up hip hop, and now she's back in New York. And her father, first of all, he fine. I'm not gonna lie, her daddy fine. He a little scary. That could be part of the reason why I think he's fine, because he scares me a little bit. But the first scene, this man, you know, she's talking to her brothers, and her brothers want to throw like a 90s party for her coming back to New York. And her dad goes, did you just come back from Atlanta? You went to Atlanta to go work on your album, right? And she's like, yeah. He goes, how'd that go? She's like, oh, we didn't finish it. And he goes, and the first thing you want to do when you come back to New York, because you're supposed to be working on music, is throw a fucking party? Like, that makes sense to you? And I'm like, oh, no sir. No sir, no cap. And I'm like, he a little scary, but he fine. Child, he let Medina have it. He done ripped her up. Because I guess Medina was, you know, she had a little situation with Siani because she wanted to manage Siani, but then she was coming at Charlie Baltimore on some, who are you? Oh, you rapped? Oh, I don't know who you are. And it's like, whoa, I'm sorry. You didn't live through the 90s if you didn't know who Charlie Baltimore was. What? Murder Inc.? Child, please. And you from New York? And you didn't know who Murder Inc. You don't know who Charlie Baltimore is? Oh, that's a lie. Oh, that's a whole lie. But anyway, but he checked her real quick. Like, he was, I mean, I can see where it was a little much. But to me, when I was watching him go off, it was as if he was going off on production, because he felt like production set them up. Because at one point he goes, "Nah, you keep rolling because I'm going to give you something to film." And I'm like, oh shit. Oh, it's about to go down. He's going to call somebody to fight. But he kind of gets in Medina's face and is like, "If you ever try none of that shit with my kids, yo, it's a wrap." And I'm like, ooh. But I think the issue with him was that he didn't like the fact that Medina was having a conversation with Ciani after Ciani made it clear that she did not want to speak to Medina. Little Mama made a comment and said that, you know, Charlie spoke to Captain, which is Little Mama's dad, letting him know what the situation was, just because, you know, she's sending her daughter out to DJ in Little Mama's barbecue, which was a family barbecue. Nobody invited Medina from, you know, what was being said. And, you know, just to keep her daughter safe. Just, you know, she don't know nobody. She don't really got friends like that. Keep an eye out for my daughter. So I'm going to assume that he was just keeping to his word, that he was going to keep an eye out for Ciani and make sure that nobody bothers her. Now, they end the season with a murdering party. Now you have Charlie, Ja Rule, Irv's ex-wife, you know, a couple other people that are doing a party. Ciani DJing. Then you have Ja Rule's kid that performed. And, you know, everybody's having a good time. Vina Love performs as well. Then Medina crashes the stage. Hops on the stage and performs a song. I didn't even know she was a rapper. Her entire song was a diss track to Charlie Baltimore. Why? Why would you come for Charlie? If you haven't been able to notice, I'm Team Charlie Baltimore all day, all night. I'm just saying, real. She real, recognize real. And they end the season with Irv getting pissed. Now, let me tell you something. Irv got it crazy. Okay? Something I have realized in watching all of these shows, Irv Gotti is crazy. Dame Dash is cooked. Okay? Who's the issue in Atlanta? Bow Wow? Eh. Peppa in LA? She hilarious. We need to be friends. But we're going to stick to the New York cast because that's what I wanted to talk about. But anyway, there seems to be a lot going on. So that was season 1 of Growing Up Hip Hop New York. My predictions for season 2, Charlie's not going to get into a fist fight. She can't fight. She had surgery on her leg. She can't even stand for too long. But there is definitely going to be a retaliation from somebody to Medina, because you're not going to go to a murdering party and do a performance where you dissing one of their members. Now, I be getting upset because I feel like now you're putting Kid Capri, because Medina is part of Kid Capri's camp. Now you're putting Kid Capri in a sticky situation. I don't think people realize that that's usually what happens when you start beefs with people. Like, you need to realize that everybody in your squad now need to be careful around that squad, because apparently, they still got that old hood nigga mentality. But anywho, I almost clapped again. You saw that? If you haven't watched the season, you please let me know what you thought about it, because, I could be misreading some things. I could have just overlooked something. If you agree with me, go on, hit me with a thumbs up or the praise hands. If you disagree with me, let's chat it out. Let's holler at me in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this season of Growing Up Hip Hop New York. And yeah, we'll see what happens in season 2. In the meantime, I'm watching Growing Up Hip Hop LA. So I'll do a review on that once that season is done. So I'll be back. I got nothing to do but watch TV. So let's make it happen, Captain. Ew.